Hi, አሁን የምናየው የካልኩሌተር section ነው. So as I said before, we don't have to read this all. So let's see the first one. According to the line graph above, between which two consecutive years there were the greatest change? Okay, so ምንድነው የምናየው? slope ነው. Okay, let's see this part and this part. This looks longer. So እንደምታዩት ይሄ ረጅም ነው አይደለ? ስለዚህ rate of change ከዚህ ልክ ይሄ የተሻለ ነው. So it's obviously it's between 2000 and 2010. Okay, the second one, some value for the function f is given. Table situation, choose the following, define f. Just directly substitute አንደኛው strategy substitute ማድረግ ነው. ወይም ደግሞ you can find the slope. ለምሳሌ rate of change 30 minus 5 over 3 minus 1, ይሄ አንዱ way ነው. So 10 8 over 2, which is 4. So the only choice that contains 4 is C. Okay, let's move on. Okay, when we move to the third one here, to make a bakery signature chocolate muffins, a baker needs this much ounce of chocolate for a muffin. Okay, how many pound of chocolates? So it's union conversion into the middle. So we have 2.5 ounce of chocolate for each muffin. So one muffin is kind of needs 2.5 ounce. Alright, so 16 ounce needs is how much? 16 ounce. 16 ounce. Alright, so in the 2.6 እናካፍለዋለን. Okay, that would be the answer. 16 over 2.5. Okay, use calculator. Let me use calculator. Okay, what is in your syndrome to know? To make a bakery signature chocolate muffins, a bakery needs 0.5 ounce of chocolate for each muffin. So we have here two lines. One is for muffin, okay, and then we have here ounce of chocolates. Okay, for 2.5 needs one muffin needs 2.5, therefore 48 muffins. Okay, 48 muffins needs how much ounce? So first we need to find this one. For this you need to crisscross upwards, so that we will use calculator here. 4.5 48. I'm gonna use calculator. 48 divided by, okay, so when you multiply here 48 with 2.5, we will get 120 ounce. Okay, for 48 muffins. So if we change this to pound, this is in ounce. Okay, 1 pound is equivalent to 60 ounce. So this much 120 ounce is the same as how much? So you need to divide this by 16. Finally you get 7.5. Okay, this is just using converging. Let's go to the first one. Okay, so you're asked to find C and D, so directly divide by 3 both sides, and then finally you'll get this one, 5. The weight of an object on Venus approximately this much on Earth. Okay, weight on the Venus is 9 over 10 of the weight on Earth. Okay, the weight on an object on Jupiter, weight on Jupiter is 23rd over 10 of the weight on Earth. So if an object weight 100 pound on Earth, okay, so maybe we can substitute it instead of weight on Earth 100 in both cases. Okay, 23 over 10 times 100, so we will have here 90, we will have here 230. Okay, so approximately how many more pound does it weigh on the Jupiter? Okay, we're comparing. So to find that, just subtract here, we will get 0 and 4, 140 more. Okay, 140 more. An online bookstore sells this much magazine. Okay, magazine, novel and magazine. So let the novel is X and the magazine is Y. Each novel sell for, okay, So novel, that means 4x, and each magazine sells 1, that is 1. Y is equals to, so the total, this is application of system of linear equation. The Saudi purchase a total of this much novel and this much magazine, therefore that means x plus y is, this is sum of the item 11, and combined selling price, the total price is 20. So this is your system of simultaneous equation. So let's go to the question, how many novels? So you're asked to find x, so we have to eliminate y. So instead of this y, I have to substitute y is equals to 11 minus x. Therefore, that goes to 4x, okay? 4x plus, instead of y, 11 minus x, which is equals 20. So this is 3x, okay? 3x is equals to, if you bring it here, 11, 9. So the value of x is 3, okay? That's 3. How many novels did she purchase? She purchased 3 novels. Okay. What does it need? Almost need the downtown business association DBA. Okay. So usually you don't have to read all the details. Just the following best describe. Okay. So all of them is I think this is exponential, and I have here 2 linear from analyzing the choices. So in a certain plan, increase its membership by a total of n business per year. Okay, there are B business in the DBA at the beginning. That is the initial. Okay, and then here it is increasing. Okay, so I have 2 choices here. Okay, linear and exponential. So how would I identify whether it's linear or exponential? The answer is either this one or this one. Okay, this can't, this can't. Alright, so which function best describes the business? Okay, the downtown business association in a certain city plan increase its membership by a total of n business per year. Okay, so it's not exponential then. Okay, it doesn't say there is no rate here. Rate the answer would be obviously A. Okay, let's move on to question number 8. So we chose the following equivalent form. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the number first. Okay, I need negative in the choice. I need negative. We have to square this one first. Okay, let's work on the constant. So let's do negative 2.4, 2.4 times 2.4. That gives me, okay, 2.4 times 2.4, 56. 56 point, no, 5.76. So let's see, here minus a minus I should add here 6.4. So 6, 1, 11, 12. Where is 11.6 positive? So the only choice that I have is here. Okay, when the narrow could constant no bichala in a routes. Okay, this is another way instead of multiplying on. Okay, so in the Olympic Games, the Olympic marathon was launched from lengthened from this to approximately this. So it was at 40. It's increased to 42 kilometer. All right, so it's increased by 2. If the following is close to the increase in distance of Olympic marathon in miles, 1 mile is approximately this much kilometer. This is in kilometer. Okay, which is close to the increase in the distance of the Olympic marathon in mile. That's in kilometer. Okay, 1 mile is going to be 1.6 kilometer, and then I have 2 kilometer. All right, 2 kilometer is how much? So you need to crisscross upwards. So when you divide 2 by 1.6, that will be the answer. So let's do Marago. 2 divided by 1.6. 1.25. This one. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next one. The density of an object found by dividing. Okay, as you know, density is equals to mass over volume. Which one of the following equation gives mass? Okay, I'm asked to find mass. Again, when you crisscross up, so mass is equals to density times volume. Alright, 11. Negative 2x plus 3y is equals 6. Okay, which of the following equation is perpendicular to this one? So to have perpendicular, I have to find the slope of this equation first. In this case, the slope is, when you bring it here, is 2/3. So what we need is, since it is perpendicular, so our new slope, perpendicular slope, must be negative 3/2. ስለዚህ የትኛው negative 3/2 የሚሰጠን ነው? So negative 3/2. Okay, this works. Okay, yeah, ስለዚህ the answer is A. የተምሳሌት ማለት ነው። So let's move on to this side. The system equation above has okay, so you are asked to find only x. Okay, therefore we need to eliminate y. Y in this case is 8 from this. So half of 8 is 4. X minus 4 is 2, so x is 6. Okay, demo. Alright, so which of the following satisfies the system requires? Okay, you can even substitute here. Okay, see, Jamal, look, the difference must be greater than 1. The difference, so x must be greater than y. So which one is true? Which one is true? X greater than y, this is wrong. X greater than y, this is wrong. Even this is wrong. I think this is the answer. Alright, let me check. So 2 minus of minus 1 is positive. Yes, that's true. When I plug in here, the first one, minus 1 is less than or equals to, yeah, obviously 3 times 2 plus 1, definitely. Okay, so this one in the survey, 607 surgeon or orthopedic surgeons indicated. Okay, if one of the surgeons selected at random, okay, one of the surgeon, which surgeon is talking about? The total surgeon. Okay, so which of the following is close to the property that the selected surgeon is orthopedic surgeon? Okay, I have this all is orthopedic surgeon. Which one specifically it is? Whose indicated professional activity is research? So I'm where we should talk here, this one. So it should be 74 divided by a total of 6 of 7. Okay, let me divide. Okay, I have 74 divided by 607, 0.12. Okay, this is the closest one. Okay, this is the closest one when you divide. Okay, so 15, a polling agency results large city. Okay, they took 1,000 adults from a large, we don't just single city. Ask each other, are you satisfied with the quality of the air in the city? Of those surveyed, 78% responded that they were satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Based on the result of the survey, which ones of this must be true? Of all of that in the city, which city? Okay, this is wrong, I think. If another 1,000 adults selected at random from the city were surveyed, okay, again with the same city, 78% of them quality reported they are with the quality of the air. Again, the same result. How could it be? May not be. Okay, may not be. If 1,000 adults selected at random from a different city were surveyed, again, how could it become the same 78% of them? None. Okay, none. Alright, so the sample space, one of the following calculation is a year of particulars. Alright, so according to the information in the table, what is the approximate age of the American elm tree with a diameter of 12 inch? Okay, so what is the approximate age? Okay, in order to find the age, when we multiply the age, I mean, one of the following calculate the approximate age in a year of a tree of particular species to multiply the diameter of the tree in inch by a constant. Okay, diameter times the constant. Alright, so if the diameter is 12, okay, since we're asked to find elm tree, okay, this one is 4, so it should be 48 years. Okay, 48 years. Okay, the scatter plot above gives the tree diameter plot. Okay, 26 trees of single species. The growth factor of this species is close to that of one of the following special tree. So, species of tree. Let me draw the line. Okay, just draw the line of best fit that fairly cuts evenly. Okay, let me just randomly draw. Sorry, it should be straight line. Okay, it should be straight line, and then you need to divide fairly. So let me cut it this way. Okay, so let me consider this listed these 2 points here. It looks okay. So for this one is kind of 11.2, and here I have the value of y, which is kind of 82, and then for this one I have it's not a straight line. Okay, it's kind of 14 point, let it be 3, and the value of y is okay 104, kind of 104. So let's find the slope. So 104 minus 82, I just simply take randomly numbers. Alright, so it should give something closer. Okay, let me use calculator. So when you subtract top, you have 22 over 3.1. So when you divide this, it's kind of close to 7.096. So this is close to this, close to the Hilesi graph. Okay, so the only choice, the only growth factor here is 7.5. So the species of the tree should be shagbark. Okay, it should be D. Okay, so let's move on. So in triangle ABC above, what's the length of AD? We need to find this side AD. So we're given that the hypotenuse of this triangle is given 12. Okay, we need to find this side. So let's use sine. So sine 16 is root 3 over 2, which is opposite is h, and hypotenuse is 12. Therefore the value of h is half of 12 is 6 over 3. Good. So let's find, okay, let's use tan here. Okay, tan 13, which is 1 over root 3, is opposite. Okay, opposite over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse here is 6. No, adjacent, because we're using tan. 6 over 3. So when you crisscross up, so this will be cancelled out, so the value of x will be 6. Okay. So here another question 2020. Okay, the figure on the left above shows the wheel with the mark or on its rim. This is the mark. Okay. Okay. The wheel is rolling on the ground at a constant rate along the level of straight path from the straight point at the end of the point. The graph. Okay. This is the graph. Under I could represent which of the following a function of time. Okay, when the wheel begin to roll. Okay, so at the wheel, it gets here. Okay, when it rotates, and then the speed increase here, as you can see, and it goes up, it decreases, and it increase. Therefore, the time is given. If the time is given, what will happen here? So it starts at the top and goes down and goes up, goes down. Okay, so the speed at which the wheel is rolling could be the distance of the wheel, the distance of the mark on the rim from the center of the wheel. And okay, so the distance of the mark on the rim from the ground. Looks, yeah. Look, on the top it was here it is, and then it goes down all the way down here, and then finally it goes up. Okay, all the way down here. all up here. So it's kind of shows the distance the mark on the rim from the ground. And we're comparing with respect to this one. Okay, because we start from the top here. So the answer should be D. Not from the center of the wheel. Okay. So in the equation above, if A is negative, B is positive. So if whenever you have this kind of question, easy to substitute. So I'm gonna substitute here. A is negative, okay, minus 2, and B is positive, okay, minus, let it be 6, okay, over minus 2. Obviously the result will be positive. So the value of C should be greater than 1 or positive. Okay, in state X, Mr. comes its grade class consisting of the resources surveyed. 36% of the students report that they had at least 2 siblings. The average 8th grade class size in the state is this much. If the student class report, okay. Who chose the following best estimate the number of 8th grade students in the state who have fewer than 2 siblings? Okay, let me draw here, that would be more easier. Okay, so this is class 8th class consists of 26 students. We surveyed 34.6% of the students report that they have at least 2 siblings. Okay, there are 26 students. Okay, we have students here, percent. Alright, so we have 26 students in a class. So, and then they select, 34.6 of them. Okay, what's 36 point of them? Because those the average, okay, has at least 2 siblings. Okay, so let's calculate 26, 34.6 over 100 of 26. Okay, let me use calculator here. Alright, so when you 34.6 divided by 100 times 26, this gives you around 8.996. Since we're asked the whole number, it should be kind of closer, 9 per class. So the 9 students, okay, 9 students may say that they're at least 2 siblings. Okay, 9 students here, this represents 9 students. Okay, what's the rest? Okay, 9, the rest is, okay, 27, no, 17, yeah. Okay, 17 of them says has had at least 2 siblings, fewer than 2 siblings. This is fewer than 2 siblings. Anyways, CAM class are representative students in the state's class, and there are 18008th grade class in the states. This is a 1 class. Okay, so let's find, this is the total 8th grade class in the state. We have a total of this much. So to find approximate the number of 8th grade students in the state who have fewer, okay, so I should multiply this by 1800. So when you multiply this, it's close to, okay, times 1800, 16. Okay, so this will be the approximate answer for this question. Alright, so let's go here. Okay, this means, okay, alright, so the table shows the amount of dollars company prepared priority of the rent the price into the company charged for property of each of 5 locations. Okay, so the relation between the monthly rental price in dollar and the property purchase price in thousands. Okay, this should be in thousand, therefore we need to think as to 120, 100. So choose the following function represents the relation. Okay, so alright, so let's find, as you can see, all of them are equation of linear with slope intercept form. So let's find the slope. Let's take any point. Okay, let me take this 2 point. Alright, so let's find the slope first. 1310 minus 915 divided by 176 minus 128. So when you use calculator and solve this, so when you divide this 360 minus 48, you have around 7.5. So the only choice that contains 7.5 is D. Okay, so let's move on. Townsend Realty purchased a Gallery Street property and received 48%. Okay, okay, let's move on to the next question here. Townsend Realty purchased and the Glovin Street property and received 40% discount off the original price, along with our additional 20% of the discount price again for purchasing the property in cash, which was a full based up with the original price. Okay, let X be the original price. Okay, the original price. All right, so let's find 40% off the discount. Okay, so which means X minus 40% means 0.4, yeah, X. Okay, so when you subtract, we have 0.6x. This is the discount. Okay, so again there is an additional 20% off discounted price, which means from this there is additional 20%. So 0.6x minus 20% means 0.2 of 0.6x. okay, so we have 0.6x in common here. When we have 1 minus 0.2, so we have 0.8 times 0.6x. okay, this is the same as 0.648x. okay, this is the discount price, which is a following best approximate the original price. Okay, so in dollars of the Glovin View Street property, so which means it's talking about this one. So already the purchase price will be given here. This is the same as 14000. So when you calculate this, just divide by 48, and this is the same as, let me use, okay, this is the same as when you divide 2916.666. It just continues, so approximately this will be something close to the answer. Okay, since you're asked to find approximate the original price. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The psychologist set up an experimental study. Tendency of a person to select the first item when persona with a series of items. Okay, there's the experiment. 300 people were presented with a set of 5 pictures at random okay, we have 5 pictures, 1 2 3 4 5 pictures. Okay, so people are asked to choose one. Each person was asked to choose the most appealing pictures. Okay, asked to choose of the first 115. okay, we have a total of 300. Of the first 115, okay, 36 choose the first picture in the set. Okay, only 36 of them choose the first picture. Okay, among the remaining, which means this side, the remaining means that we have from this to this one. Okay, among the remaining, okay, 115% P people choose the first picture in the set again, P. So they choose this two combination, choose the first picture. If more than 20% of all participant 300, okay, choose the first picture in the set, which means these two, all right, these two, P plus 36 belongs to 20% of all participants. Okay, which of the following inequality best describes the possible value of P? So P plus 300, 36 of 300. Okay, choose the first picture. Okay, so this is the same as is if more than, okay, 20% of all participants the first, more than, which means this is more than, okay, 20%. You can say more than 20%. 20% means 0.2. okay, so which of the following describes, well, what I need is I want to see P plus 36. okay, so first this is good. Okay, this is good. Oh, this is the only choice that contain p plus 36. Okay, that would be the answer. All right, the surface area of the cube is given here. Okay, the total surface area of the cube is 6. Okay, a squared. In this, which means this is the length. This is the length. The length of the cube is given. Okay, so this is just a over 4, which also for length gives the perimeter. Okay, perimeter is for a, or in this case 4 times a over 4. So the answer would be a. Okay, because the length is already a over 4. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the minute score of 8 players in the basketball game was this much. Okay, those 8 players divided by 8, so the sum, the result, the point is 14.5. so summation of the point of all points gives 14.5 times 8. Okay, so if the highest individual score is removed, the minus score of the remaining 7 players become 12 points. Okay, summation of those 7 players, okay, of 7, this is point, of course, is 12 points. So the sum of all the points, okay, will be 12 times 7. This is 14,184. Of course, when you multiply this, I have 0, 4, 32, 36, 3. Okay, 1. Okay, 1 point. 116. Okay, what was the highest purchase? The highest purchase, the highest point is the difference. So the difference, subtract from 116 minus 84. Okay, that gives you 84. We have 2. We have 32. Okay, so 2. All right, so let's see this one. Okay, the slope, the graph of the linear function f is given here. Okay, the slope of the graph of the linear function g is not given, so the slope of g is 4 times the slope of f. Okay, so as you know, the slope is rise over run. So let's take this point and this point. So it's rise 1 and run 2. So the slope is 1 over 2, which is 2. So the slope of g is 2. Okay, again function g passes through the point this one. This will help you to find the y-intercept. So what is the we need to find the equation of the line. Y is equals to mx plus b. This is slope intercept form. We already get the slope, and we need to find the y-intercept here. The y-intercept is already given -2. We have 2x minus 4. So to find the value of g of 9, instead of x substitute 9, 18 minus 4, which is 14. Okay, the equation above defines a circle in the xy plane. Okay, so since what is the coordinate of the center of that? Since you are asked to find the center, we don't need to calculate the radius. So to find the center, take half of this 10 and its opposite is -10. So the only choice that contains minus 10 is B. Or you can even check the other way. A half of 16 is 8. Take the opposite, additive opposite of 8, -8. So the only choice to contain -8 is B. Okay, 13, there you have. So which ones of following is any equation above A is a positive constant and the graph of the equation is plane. Okay, equivalent. Okay, so we have here A. So I'm expecting this is A squared, this is A minus A. So yeah, that's the only choice that gives me the answer. I'm working on the constant. Alright, horsepower and what are the unit of measure of power? They are directly proportional. So this is the gradient section. So they are directly proportional. So okay, 5 horsepower is the same as 3730 watts. Okay, Okay, how much power in watt is equivalent to horsepower? So first I have to find the unit one for the units, and then finally I have to multiply by 2. This means 2 times 3730 divided by 5. Okay, this is each. Okay, so let me use calculator. Okay, so twice of 3730 divided by 5, this gives you around 1492. So you have to plug in this. The second one is the painting The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh is rectangular in shape. Okay, it is rectangular shape. Okay, so the height is 29 and the width, okay, with the height and the width is 36.25. if the reproduction was made where each dimension is 1/3 of the corresponding, okay, so it's decrease dimension, it decrease. What's the height of the reproduction in inch? The height, so what is, which means 1/3 of this. Okay, 1/3 of this. Just, you can even write 29/3, or you can simplify. I mean, you can write in decimal, so no need to do that anyway. So PQ here is given is the same as RS. Okay, RS, PQ. Okay, which means these two are equal. So x minus 1 is equal to 3x minus 1. Obviously, from this I can get the value of x. So in this case, when you minus 1 plus 7 is equal to 3x minus x. So 2x is the same as 6, so x is 3. Good. Okay, what's the value of PS? Oh, the whole length, which means I have to plug in. So in this case, 3 minus 1 is, there you have 2, there you have 3. Again, since they are equal, so we can use 2. Okay, 4, 7. Okay, the answer is 7. So in the x, the pointer lies on the graph of the function this one. If it lies, means it satisfies. Therefore, instead of f of x, I can substitute 5, and k instead of x, I'm gonna plug in 2 squared. So 5 is equals to k minus 4. When you work on this, you have 9. The value of k is 9. Okay. Okay. Let's do this one. A landscaper is designing a rectangular garden. The length of the garden is, okay, we have anyways rectangle. Okay, so the length of the garden is 5 longer than the width. So if the width is just x, and this is 5 plus x, and if the area of the garden is 104, so what will be the length? So the area is given 104. This is the same as 5 plus x into x. So this is x squared quadratic. 5x is equals to 104. So find two numbers whose sum is 5 and whose product is 104. I think this is easy to calculate. So 104 by 2 is 52, by 2 is 26, and then again by 2, 13. So it is 8. So the numbers are 8 and 13. And so since this is positive, I think this must be negative. So we have x minus 8 and x plus 13, right? So the value of x should be 8. We have to take the positive one. Since we're asked to find the length, so you have to plug in here. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So the answer for this one is 13. 36. Point P is the center of the circle. Okay, in the figure, what's the value of x? Okay, so to calculate this one, let me use this color. Okay, let me just join this one. Okay, so obviously this is x because x is center angle, and then intercepted angle half. This is half of the center angle. So if this is 20, okay, let's find this angle first, this one, which means this and this are equal, and we have an isosceles triangle, okay, because they are radius. So 118, let this one is theta, we have to theta, of course. So twice of theta plus x. X gives you 180 degree. So to find theta, okay, that's 118 minus x over 2. All right, so I get this one. Okay, so this whole angle, that is 20 plus 118 minus x over 2. Okay, this is just one angle, that's this angle, plus this angle. Since they are equal, we can make it twice, plus this angle, plus x over 2 gives you 180 degree. Okay, so when you calculate this one, if you multiply, if you distribute, okay, 2, we have 14, and we have 118 minus x is equals to 118. When this will be cancelled out, so take 14 to the side, or subtract 14 both sides. So x over 2 minus x is equals to negative 14. So this leads, let me take it here, this leads to minus x over 2 is equals to minus 14. So the value of x will be 18. So x is 18 degree. Okay, so let's move on here. Question 38 and 37 and 38 belongs to this one. Okay, everything is given here. Distance, average driving speed with no traffic. Okay, so this is a speed, this is a distance. Simon's workaday morning drive. All right, let's see. One morning, Miss Simon drove directly from her home to her workplace in 24 minutes. So what was her average speed? Okay, during her drive this morning. Okay, from where anyway? From her home to workplace. Directly. So what was her average speed? Average speed is total distance over total time. Since the distance is constant or fixed, just add all of them. 0.6 plus 15.4 plus 1.4 over it takes 24 minutes. 24 minutes. So let me use calculator here. Okay, when you operate this one, 70.4 over 24, you will have 0.724, but the unit is mile in per minute. So we need to change this to hours, so you need to multiply 725 by again 16. So times, okay, is equals to times 16. All right, times 16, that gives you around 43.5. Okay, 43.5. Okay, the next question will be if Miss Simons start her drive at 6, alright, that's in the morning, she can drive at her average driving speed with no traffic delay of each segment. We have 3 segments, okay, here. Okay, if she start her drive at 7, which means 30 minutes delay, the travel time from the freeway entrance to the freeway exit increased by 33% due to slower traffic. Okay, this section. Okay, but the travel time for each of the other 2 segments, for the first 2, there is no change. Based on the table, how many more minutes does Miss Simon take to arrive in her workplace if she start her drive at 7 a.m. Okay, compared to the morning one, let's calculate first. Okay, let's calculate the total time here. Alright, if she starts at 6 a.m. she can, okay, let's calculate anyway. Alright, so time is equals to distance over speed. So the total distance here, I think I already calculated. That was 0.6 plus 50.4 plus no, we don't have to calculate this one. Sorry. Okay, since we're working only on this section, because it is this section that makes the difference. The others two are the same. So let's find here the total distance. Time. Time is equals to distance over speed. Distance speed is 15.4 over 15, but this is in mile per hour. We'll change 2 minutes later. Okay, this is the same as okay, or we can finally multiply this by 16 because this is in hour, 15 mile per hour. So when you calculate this one, okay, let me use. Okay, so when you calculate this one, we will have 18.48. Okay, this is the time with no traffic. So, but if there is a traffic, 30%, 33% due slow. Okay, so what's 33% of this? Okay, what is 33% of 18.48? So again, let me use my calculator. Okay, multiply times 33, okay, divided by 100. All right, so wow, so there you have 6.0984. So it's kind of 6-minute delay. Okay, so if she start her drive at 6 a.m. compared to 7, it's round your answer to the nearest minutes, so the answer will be 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes. It's increased by 6 minutes. Okay.